Hello, everyone. My name is Marc Tolliver, and I am a life coach, a business coach, and leadership coach associated with Life Creations Education, which is a coaching company out of Carlsbad, California. And I'm actually coming to you from Maui, Hawaii. So, aloha. I know in this suit in this office, I could be anywhere, but I'm either coming to you an ocean away or right next door, depending upon where you're opening up this video right now. And I'm actually coming to you a day after taxes in the United States. We have to pay our taxes on April 16th, so I'm filming this on the 17th. And I thought, what is my video going to be about today? Because I could easily talk about finances, and I'm sure everybody online is looking for finances and learning from what had happened from the year before and how they kept their, or how you kept your um, money statements in order to send out. So I thought, well, there's going to be enough of that, but are people really focusing in on their behaviors when they're going through that, when they're going through their taxes? Taxes are like a diary of your last year. And it's kind of funny because, at least for here, since our taxes are due on April 16th, it's like looking through your past of last year and you're starting your new year already, and pretty much within 4 months you've already been starting your new year and collecting your new totals for taxes for next year. So what I was focusing in on when I was doing my taxes and going to my accountant and going to my bookkeeper and making sure that everything was in order, and things that I had to retrace and go back and um, put more information in, was really pretty profound for me, because this time I took it in a different way, because I really learned this year that your story is in your numbers and in the money. I also was working on starting a business, and I figured, wow, the money is really telling the story here, if I should do it or if I shouldn't do it. And I thought, well, that's what my taxes is all about too. And the emotional, well, actually, the emotions that came up for me was really quite incredible. And I was seeing that in business, we say the money, the dollars talks the story. So even in numbers, it can actually tell your future, it can tell your past, and it can definitely tell your present. So what I would like to express to all of you after doing your taxes, if you're here in America right now, and abroad, I'm sure there are taxes that need to be done wherever you are as well. So let's think about this, about our emotions, and actually create the ease and the understanding and the learning, because there can be a lot of frustration, there can be a lot of challenges, things you didn't see, things you may have to pay more, or it could be the opposite, where you're kind of surprised on how much money you might have made this year, or how much money you're putting in this year, or it's really great you made money, but maybe you may have to pay more on taxes because you made that money. So with our emotions, it's such a trigger. There's so many triggers, and triggers are things that you react to. It can be a word, it can be a dollar amount, it can be whatever it is. When my accountant says you need to go back to your bookkeeper to figure this one segment out in my taxes, that's a trigger for me, because I'm like, oh my God, well, if my bookkeeper didn't know, well, that's why I'm using my bookkeeper. So what didn't I express to her or give her? And what am I lacking in that conversation or in my paperwork? So all those emotions can wrap up into one, and you've got to remember to really take that breath, be at ease. It's just paperwork, it's just numbers. Our emotions and our human selves are who we are. And when we can follow that, and we can lead with that clear understanding, and not just react to, but to actually use it as a lesson and go through a flow, I can't tell you how powerful it is that my last year's numbers actually tells my entire story that I've kind of written in my journal this entire time for the past year. It's just in a different language. It's just in a different text. It's just in a different action, because I really believe that money is action, because it's given out and it's taken back, and you give and you receive, and it's back and forth. You pay out. So when you can really see that, it's kind of like the ebb and flow of our lives and where we're going with that. So it's kind of like a roadmap. You're really following the direction within your life and within money that comes to you and money that goes away from you and money that comes back again. And to be able to really practice in receiving that money and practice giving out that money and not holding on to it so tight and clenching it with your fists, to be able to let it go and let it come back. So I'm a coach. I love to give homework. My homework for this particular segment is take out that paperwork again. Take out that taxes, or if you're getting your final paperwork from your tax accountant or your bookkeeper or the manager in your business, or the manager in your own household that looks over your finances. When you see those numbers and you feel something rising up in your feelings, tap into that. And I want to say, what is that? What are you tapping into? Is it anxiety? Is it ease? Why are you tapping into that? Why is that coming up for you? And journal it. Write a story about it. Because again, the story is within the numbers. Okay. Once again, I have comment boxes down below these videos, and I would love it if you would love to share, because your sharing will help others to share as well, and maybe things and difficulties they came across while doing their taxes this year. Okay. And there's also links. If you would like to personally email me, I will email you back. And my link for that is down below, as well as my Life Creations website, education. And you can look up my profile. You can email me through there as well. And we can really have a conversation about this. So once again, I'd love to know how everybody's feeling once after their taxes here in America and wherever else abroad. Okay, so with Aloha, I'll see everybody next Thursday.